Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To my supervisor, Prof. Dr. Muhammad Hariri bin Bakri, and to my panel, Dr. Siti Nurbaya binti Yahya. My name is Nur Atika binti Husain. My matric number is B061910116. So, I would like to present my final year project, which is about the use of digital payment service during the pandemic era. The first part is introduction. The emergence of social distancing and stay-at-home regulation during the COVID-19 pandemic directly affect the lifestyle of individuals, including the beginning of the use of digital payment transaction to minimize contact with other people. The term of digital payment refers to any mode of payment that is processed digitally. For example, it can be made via mobile phone or online banking transfer, mobile wallet payment, in-apps payment, QR code payment, and any other electronic payment. New digital payment technologies make life easier for consumers and give them new experience. Next, problem statement. First, consumer experience digital techno stress. In this digital revolution period, customers are under pressure to swiftly adjust to new digital technology after adapting to the previous one. Furthermore, as the fintech business develops, the probability of personal privacy infringement, financial mishap, and fraud rise increase customer techno stress. Second, security concern. Although stringent measures such as symmetry encryption are in place to make e-payment safe and secure, it is still vulnerable to hacking. Fraudsters, for example, use phishing attacks to trick unsuspecting users into providing the login details of their e-wallet, which they capture and use to access the victim's personal and financial information. Research question and research objective. There are three of research questions. First, what are the benefits that encourage customers to use digital payment service during the pandemic era of COVID-19? Second, do these identified benefits have a positive influence on digital payment during the pandemic era? Third, to what extent do the identified benefits impact digital payment service? For the research objective also have three. First, to determine the benefit that influence consumer behavior intention to use digital payment. Second, to analyze the relationship between the identified benefit and the use of digital payment during the pandemic era of COVID-19. Third, to examine the extent to the impact of the identified benefit toward the use of digital payment. Next, significance of study. This study identified the benefit that influenced digital payment during the pandemic era. In identifying this benefit, Malaysia saw a significant increase in the use of digital payment for the purchase of goods and services. Furthermore, this study will allow researchers and the financial technology sector in Malaysia to encourage better and more comprehensive innovation in the production of digital payment system. Literature review. Now, I'll explain what is fintech. Fintech in a different concept refers to technologically produced innovation in financial service and product. In the financial industry, fintech refers to the use of modern technology that is mostly internet-based. This phrase refers to current technologies that allow a supply financial service such as internet-based technologies in the sector of e-commerce and mobile payment. Next, benefit of fintech. First, reducing exposure. Using digital payment not only minimize postal interaction and remove the need to visit the bank, but also eliminate time-intensive manual operation. Second, no need to touch terminal or handle cash. Digital payment method like QR code, NFC communication, and slowly gaining traction facial recognition can mitigate human contact or lower the risk of spreading COVID-19. Third, more secure. The security risks faced by fintech companies, conventional financial institutions, and other online electronic transfer payment entities are constantly evolving. Every industry is being forced to change as a result of the accelerating rate of digital disruption and the arrival of new inventive sophisticated technologies on the market. Fourth, easy of use. Transactions using digital payment have become much more convenient and efficient because of the widespread usage of mobile connection that has been enabled by fintech business. Research framework. This research framework will describe the variable and relationship within validating the theory. By using a research framework, this researcher can understand the relationship between the variable of the theory and predict the type of relationship that exists between them. So, this is a dependent variable and independent variable of this research. Performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, and facilitating condition is a behavior intention of customer to use a digital payment. Next, I will talk about research methodology. In research design, the research uses the quantitative method. Quantitative research is the collecting of data such that information may be quantified and statistically analyzed to support or deny different knowledge assertion. Next, research hypothesis. There are 4 hypotheses in this research. Hypothesis 1. Performance expectancy has a positive effect on behavioral intention to use digital payment during the pandemic era. The performance expectancy of users toward electronic website service was a significant determinant of users' behavior intention. Hypothesis 2. Effort expectancy has a positive effect on behavioral intention to use digital payment during the pandemic era. Expectancy of effort relates to the effort necessary to use the system regardless of its complexity. The majority of people prefer technologies that provide them with adaptability, usability, and simplicity. Hypothesis 3. Social influence has positive effect on behavioral intention to use digital payment during the pandemic era. Social influence can influence people around them in using digital payment, and they will be satisfied when they are capable to use what was recommended by their friends. Hypothesis 4. Facilitating condition has a positive effect on behavioral intention to use digital payment during the pandemic era. In the context of this research, facilitating circumstance relate to motivating aspects that make it simple to utilize technology for purchase and payment activity. Next, I will continue to the next part, which is population and sampling. The needed level of analysis of this research was the Malaysian public. According to the table of Christie Morgan 1970, the required sample size for population of 900,000 is 384. For the data analysis procedure, there are 4, which is first, reliability and validity of research instrument. Reliability and validity indicate the precision of a method, technique, or test. The quality of the quantitative research study is determined by measuring its validity and reliability. Second one is factor analysis. Exploratory factor analysis is used to determine the structure of the variable relationship with the respondent. Next, correlation analysis. Correlation analysis is a statistical method used to identify the existence and strength of a link between two variables. If the trend of variable is positive and almost similar to that of another variable, there is a potential that the two variables have a positive link, which may result in a positive correlation coefficient. And lastly is multiple regression analysis. Multiple regression analysis aim to predict the value of a simple dependent variable based on the known value of the independent variable. Each predictor value is assigned a weight, with the weight representing the predictor proportional contribution to the total prediction. For the conclusion, this research was conducted to study the use of digital payment during the pandemic era of COVID-19. By doing this research, the researcher know how the behavioral intention of consumer to use digital payment in their transaction. So that's all from me, and thank you for watching my video.